Hello everyone, welcome to Mathematics. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to find the mode, which is our third center of measure of center. So this is yet another way that we can find the measure of our the center of our data. So a way to remember this is mode most. So this is just a little saying that you can tell yourself: mode most, mode most, mode most. Hopefully that gets a little caught in your head. So you remember it. So mode most, it just means finding the number that repeats the most. So if we see that a number is repeating a lot, that might actually be more accurate in showing us where the center of the data is. So if you see that a number is repeating a lot, then that's what the mode is. It is the number that repeats the most. So that's why I say mode most. So I'm going to show you 4 different examples, but there's usually 2 steps you can generally follow. You do not actually have to do the first step. As long as you are consistent and you can identify which number is repeating the most, that's all that matters. You do not have to actually list it in ascending or descending order. Again, what ascending means is least to greatest, and a descending means from greatest to least when you're listing your numbers. So let's look at these data sets and look for the one that repeats the most. I'm going to do the ascending order just to show you how to do it that way. All right, so let's do the first one. So the first one's not really a real data set, but it is going to show you the idea behind this. So I see I have a list of colors: red, red, blue, blue, yellow, blue. I'm going to just organize them alphabetically. So let's organize these alphabetically. So B would go first, so I'm going to do blue, 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 because I see 3 blues. I'm going to cross them out, 3 blues. And then let's see, R goes next, so red, red, and then yellow. So red, red, yellow. Now I just look for the one that repeats the most. I'm going to use red to show that, so give me 1 second. Okay, so I see that blue repeats 3 times, red repeats 2 times, and yellow repeats 1 time. So blue is my mode, because blue repeats the most. So blue is my mode in this case. It is the one that repeats the most. And again, this is measuring the center of data, just in a different way. So let's go to the next one and let's continue with this trend. Now I'm going to list it from ascending order just to make it easier to see which one's repeating the most. It is easier to do it that way first because it's just easier to see. So I'm going to list it in order. So I got 1, I have another 1, 1. So this is ascending order. Cross them out. And then I see I have a 2, another 2. I see I have a 3, and I see I have a 5. So now that I've done that, I can see I have 3 1s, 2 2s, 1 3, and 1 5. So my 1s are repeating the most. So because these are repeating the most, this is my mode. So my mode for this one is 1. Mode is 1. Now let's go on to this one. Let's do one more. So let's see, I'm going to do purple. So now this is pink. So I'm going to do pink. So I'm going to, again, list it from least to greatest. So if you notice, it's actually done for us. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you notice, none of them are repeating. So because there's no repetition, there is no mode. I'm going to keep it with red. So there is no mode. I have no mode. There's no number that repeats the most. They all repeat the same amount. Now let's look at our last example. So I have a bunch of numbers, again, in another list. I have 4, 4, 4, 5. So let's start from the beginning and let's see. 4s, 5, 6, 7. So they're already listed again for us. So we don't have to write this in ascending order. I always recommend that first just because it makes it easier to visually see which numbers are repeating the most. So if we look at this really quick, I notice I have 3 4s, I have 1 5, 3 6s, and 2 7s. So I have the same amount of 4s as I have 6s, and those are the ones repeating the most. So in this case, I actually have 2 modes. 4 is my first mode, and 6 is my second mode. So if I was to write my mode for this, my mode will be 4 and 6. So if you notice when you're doing mode, you have 3 potential answers. You can have 1 mode. So in this case, you have 1 mode, not this is the number. This 1 is just conveniently the same as what I'm saying. So this could have been 2, this could have been 3, this could have been 4. Just depends which number is repeating the most. So you can have 1 mode, no mode, or multiple modes or many modes. So it just depends if they're repeating the same amount. I hope this helped you understand how to find the mode. Again, remember the saying mode most, and it's going to help you hopefully to remember this concept. So again, this is a measure of center, just another way to find where a center of data may be. And I hope this helped you out. Have a great day.